think Turnkey as well, as I did a little bit of research, um, you know, going places. We're not sitting here waiting for Great Plains to die. We're working on our BC practice. We're working on supporting those Great Plains customers that are in the marketplace that don't have a home, which again, I'm an old dog, right? Old dog needs to learn some new tricks. That's awesome for me. I know that there's a future here, as well as I can utilize that skill set that I already have with our tried and true customers that still need help.
Hey, welcome. I've got another employee spotlight for you here at Turnkey 365. Today I have Kurt Quiggle, who joined us recently here at Turnkey Technologies, and he is a longtime pro in this business, and I'd like you to get to know Kurt. Kurt, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
You're the man. You're the man. Well, tell me, Kurt, we were talking in prep, and we found something really that I love in common, and that you were telling me about dogs. You got a long history with dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
yeah, yeah. And we're a dog family. My wife is actually a dog professional, a dog walker, and it's been quite the journey. We've had to rehabilitate them, and now I'm the proud owner of a Chihuahua. You all can pray for me later. But yours aren't a whole lot different than Chihuahuas. Tell me what you
No,
got.
we have a Papillon and a Pomeranian.
So you
And it's
need
just a
earplugs
little
too.
bigger than the Chihuahua. Not much.
Yeah, yeah. You need earplugs too, without a doubt.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Small in size, big on attitude. So,
Absolutely.
but what interested me is that you've got a new puppy. What's the puppy's name?
The puppy's name is, oh my God, you called me out on it. Now I can't remember. Loki. That's hilarious.
It's funny. We started this talking about how about comparing our ages. Of course,
Yes,
I show it more than Kurt with the gray whiskers in my beard.
that's
But
absolutely
yeah,
hilarious.
I think
Lo-
he put a whammy on you. Loki's the god of mischief. So
Yes, yes,
yeah.
he's funny. He hasn't walked through and made himself known. Usually, we get on a phone call. He's got to at least make some noise somewhere.
Well, that doesn't bother me at all. Well,
Yeah.
I'd just as soon hear him. So yeah, but you got a puppy now. But you were telling me before about um, rescues in the past. Tell me about that.
Yeah, when I got together with my wife, she had a little herd of Pomeranians,
Hmm.
and as they passed, to keep the rest of the group company, we adopted other older Pomeranians from rescues,
Hmm.
and they really came to the home and touched our hearts. They had special needs, and needed some special loving. One had lost his owner,
Hmm.
had passed away, and they were looking for someone that would just take in this older dog and
Hmm.
take care of it
Hmm.
till his end,
Hmm.
and really came to enjoy that time with them. But it was so short lived. You'd
Hmm.
get to know them, and they were older dogs, and they don't get to stay with us forever. And
Hmm.
I told my wife after one of the others passed, I said, I don't know if I can do this anymore. I'd like to go for a young one so it's
Yeah.
here with us for a while. So
Yeah.
that's how we ended up with a puppy.
Yeah. But that's not all. But it's a special kind of couple that can take on the older ones, especially the breeds like a Pomeranian, or in my case, a Chihuahua or a ferret, as I like to call her. They've got such a big personality, but by the time they get to that older age, it's not like you're rehabilitating them, right?
No,
They
no,
come with the baggage they come with, and the good news is they start to settle down, they start to lose some of their energy, but
yeah.
it's still it takes a special kind of patience to
Got to
be
get
able
to
to
know
do
them.
that. Yeah,
Definitely got to get to know them. Figure out what makes them tick.
yeah, and they've got to trust you too, which is not always easy, but
Agree.
wow, it's in a way it's God's work. I mean, pets have become so popular, and dogs are like, I mean, just the internet is just riddled with dog like freaking everything nowadays,
Yeah.
and so I just love these stories. But so Loki's not alone though.
No, Loki has a older sister. We wanted him to have a company if we went to the grocery store, right? Can't
Hmm.
have him sitting here by himself.
And then God forbid.
we did adopt one more older little girl, but not a Pomeranian. It's a Papillon.
Hmm.
So got the
Yeah.
big floppy ears and got no teeth. That was the first thing when we adopted her. We had dental work done, and she lost most of her
Yeah.
chompers, but
Hmm.
that doesn't keep her from chasing Loki around and biting his hind corners. So it's it's good for him.
Well, they've got more teeth than we do anyway, so
That's right.
they can afford to use or lose a few.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, very cool, very cool.
Absolutely.
So, and again, this was an older adoption, right? So
Yep.
this wasn't
Yep.
another puppy.
She's about 10, they figure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So yeah, just old habits die hard.
yeah. Well, and again, that in theory, like you said, I mean, a lot of the young has kind of run out of them. They settle in
Hmm.
a little quicker, a little
Hmm.
easier to get to know us and get our
Hmm.
routine down while we learn
Hmm.
hers. So it's just
Hmm.
easier.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and it's great to have a mentor for the puppy.
Yes,
So
that's the other part of it.
yeah,
Dogs learn from each other. They're pack animals. So
they do, they do. Well, that is so very cool. I love being able to bond over dogs. I
yeah,
hope everybody else does too. So let's switch in gears. So get to business, right? Because we're all
yeah.
about business. So what attracted you to Turnkey Technologies? Made you want to come here?
Oh goodness, some business reputation out there in the marketplace, as well as Chris and I had crossed paths many years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and just he's always stayed in touch. He's always
Mm-hmm.
responded to me when I've asked him questions,
Mm-hmm.
with no strings attached.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of just anything you need, just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that really interested me as I was, into a situation where I was looking for a transition.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny. I gone out and I've read studies. I take a look at my own career, and I too came in. I knew Chris outside, and ended up coming to the company for that reason. And overwhelmingly, it's jobs come from networking.
Yes.
And so it's not always from job postings. Don't get me wrong, folks. We've got job postings out there,
Yeah.
and I hope you'll read them. I hope you'll send in your resume when we have those positions available. But folks really shouldn't be afraid to go out and network with us, network
No,
with
not at
each
all.
other, because that's really what works.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I think the folks that I've run across over the years that have stayed in touch and have been dependable, I mean
Mm-hmm.
that's who they are,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're not. It just shows, right?
Yep.
And I think Turnkey, as well as I did a little bit of research, um, you know, going places. We're
Mm-hmm.
we're not
That's
sitting
true.
here waiting for Great Plains to die.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on our BC practice. We're working on supporting those Great Plains customers that are
Mm-hmm.
in the marketplace that don't have a home.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I'm an old dog, right? Old dog needs to learn some new tricks. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome for me. I know that there's a future here, as well as I can utilize that skill set that I already have with our tried and true customers that still need help.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and it's funny. We talk about being old dogs, you and me, but here we are. We're leading the way with video and content on the internet. In fact, you've agreed to um, join me for the ERP Academy that we're doing. That we're
Absolutely.
recording a couple times a month, and those episodes are coming soon. And so you'll be seeing a lot more of Kurt. You see this video. This is just the beginning. And so even old dogs can learn new tricks or loon new
Absolutely.
tricks, whichever, one of the two.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. True.
yeah, yeah. So, and to be clear, so you're talking about Great Plains. What is your role with Turnkey?
I am a functional consultant
Mm-hmm.
in the ERP space,
Mm-hmm.
and have been working with Great Plains Dynamics software for many years. I'm not going to say how long.
A couple.
A couple,
A
a
couple,
couple.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, 1999.
Yeah, but what strikes me as interesting about you, Kurt, is it some folks they just want to do that and just be done, right? This is what I know. I'm going to stop. You just seem to have that curiosity that
Yeah,
you just want to keep going and learning and absorbing more, so you can figure out what the next chapter is. And because clearly you're not done.
No, and again, the ability to help people,
Yeah,
solve
amen.
problems, right? It
Hmm.
it really is a matter of again solving problems,
Hmm.
whatever it happens to be, to make
Hmm.
somebody else's work life a little bit better, whether that's a customer or a teammate.
Yeah.
We're talking about recruitment here.
Hmm.
I haven't worked with a better team. Everyone here is willing to help each other. Um, you get stuck, you raise your hand, someone will come chairside and coach, help, even if nothing else. Yeah, you're stuck. Let's figure it out, right? But it's different than feeling the whole world's on your shoulders. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Well, do you have
Yeah.
any words of advice for anybody considering turnkey?
Reach out to a team member. Reach out to HR.
Hmm.
Don't be shy. I think we're probably different in that way too. Someone will respond. It's not going to just go into an inbox and die. Um, Someone will reach out. We'll have a conversation and see if it's a fit both directions. Right? It
Yep.
it never hurts to reach out.
Yep. Well, thank you very much for that. I think you heard it from a consummate pro. The water's warm, and
Yes.
we're looking forward to meeting everybody, if only to network and begin a
Yeah.
relationship that maybe will be long lasting, like yours was
Absolutely.
with Chris. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
And folks, we'll catch you next time. Take a look for us on Turnkey 365 podcast, and you know, check us out. Trust me, it's a great place.
Awesome.